Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about people that have a Cancer Sun and Virgo Moon in their natal chart. Now, first off is the basic character. In this case, being Sun in Cancer, can be very tenacious, sympathetic, caring, devoted, dedicated, protective, security conscious, and the unconscious side, which in this case is the moon, being in Virgo, can be very organized, tactful, scrupulous, very proper, analytical, detail oriented, and clean. And the thing about this too is this person may bring those Cancerian, very dedicated qualities in something that's Virgo related, whether it could be compiling data, statistics, analysis. It could be defragging, compartmentalizing, such as defragging a computer, uh, cleaning, health-related matters, nutrition. Um, this could be a person that puts a lot of that Cancerian sun, dedication and devotion into just staying fit and healthy, such as working out vigorously. Now, the Cancer Sun, the sun is about what we want, our basic wants, and the Cancer Sun wants, really wants that home, family, safety and security, and the Virgo moon. The moon is what we need, and it's our emotional needs. And the Virgo moon may need to work, render service, be busy, just doing things, you know. It's Virgo, I would say, is the sign of the workaholic. So this person may actually be, workaholic, but not necessarily even be cognizant of it because the moon is the unconscious. And also true as well, the true self, which is the sun. The sun, in this case, being in Cancer, can be very nurturing, emotional, temperamental. The inner self, which is the moon, and in this case, the moon being in Virgo, can be pedantic, systematic, organized, punctilious with details. The sun reflects our drive and motivation. And this could be a person that is very driven and motivated, which is the sun, to do things that person is comfortable with. And Cancer is connected, I would say, with what is comfortable for us, our comfort zone. And the in doing so, with more, that Virgo meticulous attention to detail, feel like being close to perfect as possible. Virgo, I would say, is the sign of perfection and infallibility. Uh, Also, too, this is more harmonious. This has if the sun and the moon, make a sextile aspect. The energy, I would say, would be more harmonious, and they would be more compatible. It would work better together. Now, let's say the Cancer Sun is at 7 degrees and the Virgo Moon is at 5 degrees. That would form a sextile aspect, and this is the Virgo needs to be of service and be helpful. Cancer Sun can be very dedicated and sympathetic as far as the basic fundamental character goes, and then the Virgo Moon has that need to be helpful and be of service. So this is where, if you have again that Sun in Moon making that sextile aspect, it can be more harmonious, the energy, and those energies could work better together. This is a combination, I would say, overall can be very helpful, because the Cancer Sun again can be very sympathetic and caring, and the Virgo Moon is about service and being helpful, not in a officious or unwanted way. The person that has this combination may need to be careful, though, because the Cancer Sun can be very clingy, and when you have that Virgo, the Moon, the emotional need to want to be of service, to be helpful to others, it may come across as unwanted or officious, because there may be person may be overly persistent in offering that help and service to others. A Cancer Sun, the basic character, can be very tenacious, to say the least. Now, another thing, about this combination as well, I would say it's an introverted, shy combination, because the Cancer Sun, the basic character, can be rather passive and timid, and then you have the Virgo Moon, being very, Virgo can be very shy, and the person may not always even be, aware of that tendency. Now, a lot of, you got to also look at other, contraindicators, modifying influences in the chart. If the person, for example, has preponderance of planets on the top half of the chart, or they have like a real, they have a masculine ascendant, they have like a Leo ascendant, which could outwardly be very gregarious and extroverted. That can modify, this energy to some degree, and the person may be much, more outwardly, gregarious, more so, than the typical Cancer Sun and Virgo Moon combination. And keep in mind too that the Sun, in astrology, represents the biological father, and the Moon represents the mother. So the person, has a Cancer Sun, the biological father may actually be a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or embody those characteristics of the person. The person with the Virgo Moon, the mother may actually be a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or embody those traits. And remember, that's also about the perception of these people. The person that has, the Cancer Sun may see their biological father as someone that's very sympathetic, nurturing, caring, security conscious, but maybe temperamental and fickle and overly emotional. The person, with the Virgo Moon may perceive, their mother as someone that's pedantic, persnickety, very verbose, analytical, but yet worrisome and anxious. So there are, good and bad qualities with both, of course. And you got to have if this is making, again, going back to the example, if this was a sextile, the Cancer Sun in Virgo Moon is in sextile aspect, this increases the chances, say, of having, more compatibility with the biological father and mother between each other. Now, I mean, if you have your Moon making an adverse aspect, a square opposition, to your, to the natal Saturn, then, that could modify things, and it could be where there may actually increase the propensity of a separation and or divorce between the mother and biological father. So, in this, this combination again is one that could be, very, I would say, very kind, empathetic, and helpful. Overall, Cancer Sun, is very, caring and nurturing. Cancer Sun, the basic character, is one that's very sympathetic to others' needs, and the Virgo Moon can have that emotional need to be of service, to help people out, to be, of assistance to others. But it can also be, a worrisome combination. The Cancer Sun, as far as the basic fundamental character goes, may be, natural born warrior. Although the Virgo Moon, Virgo is the sign of worry. So this person, may feel like worry without really realizing it. And as far as on the emotional, level, Cancer Sun, the basic character, can be very sensitive to criticism and ridicule, and just very emotional in general. The Virgo Moon, the Moon is about, our reactions and responses. So if this person becomes, emotionally upset, they may lash out, with a lot of just an onslaught of criticism, and a lot of it is just lashing out in general. I would say with the Virgo moon, as far as the responses and reactions they go to things, but also reacting in a way to help others when they're in need, and they may be in a little bit of thought and be somewhat pensive and thoughtful before actually reacting to certain situations. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.